Hey guys, it's India. Welcome back to my channel. So I have not filmed one of these boss babe videos in like such a long time, you guys, but I really didn't have much else to say about my business. However, since it has been a year, I made a year for my boutique in June, I believe. I know at the beginning of June, I believe it's June 3rd, was my 1 year anniversary. So I just wanted to go ahead and post a video for you guys. Excuse me, not June 3rd, July 3rd was my 1 year anniversary because it's only been like a month. So yeah, I have 5 things that I want to tell you guys. I have my little notes right here because I'm probably going to title this video something like 5 things you need to know before starting a boutique or something like that. And these are just things that I have learned over my 1 year being in business that I want to share with you guys in case you guys are opening, I would say a boutique, but really any kind of business. Maybe you're selling candles, lip gloss, lashes, whatever you're doing, this can definitely relate and help you out. So the first thing that I want to talk about is finding your niche, you guys. This is probably the most difficult and at the same time, like something that you must do immediately. Like as soon as possible, you guys, you have to do this. Like this is something that it's difficult because you just want to sell your product. You just want to sell it. Like you don't care who buys it. You just want somebody to buy it so that you can make some money. But honestly, like it's really difficult because you have to find your target audience. You cannot cater to everyone. What I'm selling cannot be sold to a child or cannot be sold to a man unless a man is buying it for a wife, a sister, some type of woman in his life. Otherwise, you know, he's not my target audience. Neither are teenagers really. And I feel like I was kind of targeting that in the very beginning when I opened my boutique because of what I was selling. If you guys have been following me from the very beginning, you know that I was selling onesies mostly. I did have other things coming in, but it was very much like IG baddie, like 21, 22-year-old target audience, which really in my mind wasn't what I wanted at all. I actually wanted what I'm doing now, which is really my age range, so definitely like late 20s, early 30s, even like late 30s, like early 40s really is like my target audience. And so what I'm wearing today, I feel like definitely speaks to that and is a different direction from the onesies that I was previously selling before. So it can be difficult to find your target audience, especially when you're on social media, but you just have to keep pushing, you guys. Do not give up. Do not give up. So since I'm talking about clothes, let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm wearing. This is our 2-piece Cater to You set. It is a night dress, so you guys can see, and a robe as well. So this is what it looks like. And it is just spaghetti strap at the top, and then it's the fully functional robe. You have the tie in the inside, and then of course you have the tie on the outside so that you can tie it up and wear it as a robe. And of course you can wear these pieces together as a set, or of course you can wear the robe or just the night dress separately by itself. So yeah, super duper cute. I also have this available in red if you guys like this. Of course my store will be linked down below, and I'll probably put the website across the screen or the Instagram across the screen as well, so you guys can check that out. But finding your niche, you've got to do that, you guys. I was definitely trying to sell to, well, in my mind, I was like, oh, you know, my age range is late 20s, early 30s, but the items that I was selling really didn't cater to the audience at all. So I'm definitely trying to get rid of that stuff. So things that I first started my boutique off with, I definitely am going to do like a clearance sale on those. I already have been from time to time, just to try to get rid of that stuff and really get more of stuff like this, because this is really the type of stuff that I want to sell. And this is a part of our Sleepless Nights collection. So we have a lot of satin and silk and like lace type pajamas that are a part of that collection, and that's what I really, really love. So definitely finding your niche is one of the #1 things that you must do when starting a boutique, okay? Number 2, you guys, is going to be saving money and putting a budget aside before you start a store. So if you can, and I'm not going to even say if you can, I'm just going to give it to you as a suggestion. If you're someone who can get a loan from a bank to start your business, I would recommend that you do that and that you do not put up your own capital, because you have no idea how much money it's going to, I mean, of course you can estimate, but you really have no idea how much money it's going to cost you to keep your store running and to keep buying new inventory, to keep doing promo, to keep running ads, to keep, you know, doing all of this stuff, buying packaging and, you know, cameras and lights and all of that you're going to need for your business. If you can take out a loan, I would recommend that you do that if you really don't have the money set aside. And when I say take out a loan, I mean this is advice for someone who really has a good paying job already and you're starting a boutique, or I won't even say a good paying job. I'll just say however you get your money. If you really have enough money set aside to where you can use that money yourself, but you just don't want to, that's the kind of person who should get a loan. If I could go back in time and get a loan, I probably would, because I was definitely still in, we'll say, corporate America at that time. And I'm not even gonna say corporate America because I feel like that's like, I don't know, what does that even mean really? Like business type stuff? Y'all know I'm a pharmacist, but yeah. So anyway, I just mean like, if you, setting aside money is very important. I would say try to set aside $5,000 if you can. And that probably sounds like a lot to some people, and there are gonna be people who can tell you, you can start a business with $100. You can start a business with $500. Like, can you? Like, I don't know. Like, is your stuff really gonna be up to par? Because we really have to think about everything that we have to buy and everything that we have to pay for. Not only do we have to actually buy our product, whatever we're selling, whether it's clothes, lip gloss, lashes, candles, whatever you're doing, you have to do all that. You have to buy packaging. You're probably gonna need to buy a camera, buy a ring light, maybe buy some other type of lights. You may need a Bluetooth remote. You may need maybe you have to edit your pictures and your laptop is old, so now you need a new laptop, or you've got to buy an iPad or some type of tablet or something. You may need to get a backdrop of some sort, depending on where you're going to be taking your pictures. What else do I have on here? You're gonna need, if you're gonna pay somebody to design your website or to make you a logo or anything like that, you're gonna have to pay for those things. Of course, you can cut costs by doing it yourself, but even some of the things that you'll need, you might have to pay for. Like, for example, I use Canva a lot. You can get Canva for free, but all of the things that come in Canva are not free. So you may wanna pay for that. I think I pay maybe like $15 a month or something like that. You may wanna get an app that can automatically post to Instagram for you. You're gonna have to pay for that. There's an app called Later, or like a website or whatever called Later. I believe it's free, but after so many posts, and if you're posting, you know, trying to post consistently every single day, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day, you're gonna run through those posts really quickly, and you're gonna have to end up paying for that feature. That may cost you $50, $100 a month. You have no idea. So just try to save money so that you can really do the best that you can from jump. So I don't wanna say like, don't start your business if you don't have all the money, because that's not true either. There's always gonna be something that you feel like you don't have, or you feel like you could do better, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't start your business. So just think about those things. And this is gonna lead me into my next point, which is gonna be making a 1-year plan. So this is not something that I did. However, I am a planner. So I do plan as I go, and I do have a vision of what I want for my business and how long it's gonna take me to get there, and the things that I know I need to do to succeed. So I would definitely recommend that you do those things. I watched tons of YouTube videos before I started my own boutique, just taking little notes from her, and just, you know, writing stuff down and being like, I think this would be good for me, or like, that doesn't really go with what I'm doing, but thanks for the info. You know, so definitely like write all that down, take your notes, get a 1-year plan, and try to really get going, because there's a lot to starting a business and there's a lot to having a business. So you definitely want to make sure that you write out a 1-year plan. It doesn't have to be anything super duper detailed, but just kind of like milestones of like what you want to do, how you're planning to post on Instagram, how you're planning to run promo, how much money you're willing to spend on ads. Like, do a budget. Maybe say like every month you get $500 worth of inventory, or $1,000 worth of inventory, whatever you can afford. Maybe you can only afford to get like, you know, 1 or 2 things, because honestly 1 or 2 things is probably going to cost you about $200-$300, you know, depending on, I won't even say 1 or 2 things, I'll say maybe like 2-3 things will probably cost you like $200-$300 or whatever, depending on what you're buying. I have no idea. I'm talking about boutiques, so clothes are obviously going to be more expensive than like a $3 pack of lashes. You get me? So you have to take all of that into account. So just keep that in mind as well. The next thing I have on here is technology, which I kind of mentioned earlier when I was talking about like laptops, iPads, cameras, lights. All of that is very important. Thankfully, I also do YouTube. So it was an investment for me in a great way, because not only was I able to invest money into, I invested money into a camera, into lighting, and into other things, because now I'm taking most of my pictures myself. So if you're not gonna do that, you're gonna have to pay a photographer. So keep that in mind, how many shoots you're gonna need to do a month, how much that's gonna cost you if you're gonna pay someone to do that. So you gotta look into all of that, because things really add up, you guys. So that's the thing that I wanted to talk about, was technology. Of course, you can take pictures on your iPhone. iPhone cameras have great quality, especially like, you know, the 11s and 12. So keep that in mind. You can, of course, use your phone, but you may need to buy a tripod. You may want to buy a Bluetooth remote. You may need to pay for some type of app to help you with editing your photos, editing lighting, you know, maybe smoothing out your skin, you know, just whatever you want to do to edit your pictures, if you do that at all. So just keep that in mind, that you may have to pay money for that as well. The last thing I have on here is going to be preparing to lose money. And this is why I mentioned earlier about a loan. Now, the loan option is obviously not an option for everyone. I personally didn't even do it, but I was talking to some business owners, and then later on I was like, like that might have been a good idea. So I just wanted to bring that, you know, to your attention if you hadn't thought about getting a loan for your business. And of course that takes time, because you have to write out a business proposal and everything else. But just a thought that I wanted to throw out there for you guys. I personally invested all of my own money into my business. So I wrote preparing to lose money because I've lost a lot of money running this business, you guys. I have $2,000 worth of inventory sitting in my closet that I can't even use because it's shit. It's shit. Like the company that I ordered from, this was in the beginning. So let me say this. There's nothing wrong with paying for a vendor list. Don't let anybody tell you like, don't pay for a vendor list, like don't do that, you can go find everything on your own, blah blah blah. Sis, purchasing a vendor list from a YouTuber, from a business owner, obviously they're a business owner, they may be a YouTuber as well or whatever, that they're selling it and you trust them, you see the quality of their stuff, you like it, you like them as a person, you trust that what they're saying is true, so that they wouldn't sell you anything that's crap. It's okay to spend $100, $200, $300 on that vendor list if you truly believe that that's going to help you to elevate your business. And it's going to be easier than having to go out and try to figure out which vendors are good, which ones are bad, and all of that, because I picked a bad one and I ordered a lot of stuff. As I said, $2,000 worth of stuff. And ooh, like I just spit, excuse me. But yeah, it's sitting in my closet and it's so trash, y'all. It's so trash. So like, and I couldn't return it. I couldn't return it. Like the return, it was gonna cost me more, I feel like, to return it than the shipping that I paid for it. Or like I was gonna end up losing like half of the money trying to ship it back. Like there was just no point. So when I'm saying prepare to lose money, you just never know what's gonna happen. You also don't know how fast your items are gonna sell out. So it takes time for people to find your boutique. It takes time for people to find a boutique through ads, through promo, through just Instagram, Reels, TikTok, YouTube. All of that is great, but all of that takes time. Like you're not gonna go from 0 to 20K overnight in followers. So just know that a lot of times you'll be purchasing inventory, and you'll be promoting it and stuff, and it'll just be sitting in your closet. And like you may get a sale here, a sale there, but it's not gonna be selling out like crazy. So don't expect to get that money back immediately. You need to be able to be like, okay, that didn't sell yet, and that's okay, because I put aside a budget and I'm good with that. If it doesn't sell out immediately, I'm still gonna have money to pay my rent, or you know, pay whatever you need to pay for. So just think about that. That's why I said to create a budget, create a 1-year plan, and prepare to lose money. You may get really bad inventory, like I said. You may not really get any sales. Maybe you run some ads and run some promo with other influencers and things, and it doesn't really go the way that you hope. You may get one sale or a few follows on Instagram or something like that, and then that's it. So Just think about that. But also that goes with your target audience as well. Make sure if you're sending something, I would not send my product to an 18-year-old influencer, because the people who are watching her are probably from the ages of 13 to like 25, and that's not my target audience. So why would I do that? So you just have to think about these things. Just because you like them and you watch them on YouTube doesn't mean that you should send them something to review for you, because who's watching them? Who's watching them? Who do you think their audience most likely is based on what they're posting? So you've got to take all of that into account. And I think that's pretty much it. So those are the top 5 things that you have to do before you start a boutique, you guys. I'm so excited to say I have been in business for 1 year, and we are going, you guys. Do I have sales every month? No, I don't. However, I've only been in business 1 year. And like I said, I wasted a lot of my time in the beginning targeting the wrong audience, something that was cool for that audience, but not what I really wanted to sell, and wasn't really, you know, who I wanted to sell to and what I really wanted to embody, what I really wanted my store to embody. It really wasn't that. This is really it here. Okay, so if you like this kind of stuff, sis, check out the website, okay? Because we are gonna have a lot more coming. So be sure to follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook. I'm gonna have everything linked below in the description box so you guys can have easy access to it. And I think that's it, y'all. That's it for this video. Y'all have questions, comments, concerns, leave everything in the comment section down below. I'm definitely going to respond back to you guys if you have ideas for videos that you want to see on my channel related to my business, or if you're on my channel because you're just watching this because you like my crochet braid videos, sis, thank you so much. And if you love my hair, then this is Free Tress Summer Deep Crochet Braids. I will have this video linked in the description box down below because I'm sure it's gonna go up before this one. And yeah, I feel like this is kind of a long video, but I'm super happy that I did this for you guys. Don't forget to check out my store, and of course, subscribe on your way out, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.